inserts. That
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Your wear surfaces and stuff on a 3D print.
Yeah.
They wouldn't take.
Right. Well, and I couldn't imagine and obviously I know 3D printing in general is getting more and more advanced and more complicated.
Yeah, it's getting.
But I mean, unless you're shooting a 22 out of it, anything.
Even in a 22, I mean.
No, I'm letting him talk and do B-roll.
Right.
I do an owl and a dragon.
And that's what I was thinking.
Dragons? Love dragons.
I'm like, my kids play with their 3D printed toys all the time, and if they mishandle them in 5 seconds, it's broken in half. And I'm like, there's no way.
It does not.
Okay.
It doesn't have the rigidity.
Okay.
Are those like dog tags?
That's cool.
Yeah, we do dog tags.
We're selling
okay.
coins.
Yeah, we came here to sell, like we were saying, we do custom firearms and laser engraving. Because of that, we got a laser. So we were just engraving things on site.
These are, yeah.
Text me
Stuff
images
like
and
that.
I'll engrave them on site kind of deal.
That's very
This
cool.
is Valhalla.
Valhalla Laser Co. and LT Coatings.
Okay.
Now, where are you guys out of?
Louisville.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're right over J-Town.
Okay. Gotcha.
And with the laser engraving stuff, we do all kinds of custom gifts. We do glass, acrylic, wood. We can only do metal here.
Right.
Wood, plastic, and stuff that fumes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you send us your design and we can put it on just about anything.
Do you do mass production stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and that's where, believe it or not, that's where the 3D printer comes in the most handy.
Really?
We'll 3D print our jig.
Oh, okay.
You know,
That makes
so
sense.
Yeah.
If we wouldn't do that unless it's like an actual decent sized order, obviously.
Yeah.
But you get 20, 30 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the details, it's unreal what these things can do.
I mean, we've got these things.
That's wild. That is wild.
Dialed in.
I've put my wife's face on a wine glass.
Oh, my favorite. He's got a beer stein, and we went to Goodwill.
Wow.
We were learning how to do glass.
Yeah.
We went to Goodwill and bought all the glass they had.
Oh, yeah.
And we bought this. I think it's like an original goblet.
Okay.
For holding
Joker's like this big around.
giant
Okay.
candles,
Okay.
It weighs 7 pounds.
Oh, okay.
We put his face on.
Oh,
I drink beer out of it.
that's so great.
Yeah.
That is so great.
Swirling on it.
You can never get mistaken whose cup it is.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know?
You ain't stealing that.
That's
But
right.
It weighs too good.
Oh, I can imagine. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
The detail that this thing can do, and actually the depth is impressive too. I mean,
Here's something we did to show you the detail.
Oh, wow.
all
That's
of that
scaling. That's
every bit of that.
cool.
Yeah, that's all lasered in there.
Josh, look at that.
Love that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Let me tell
wild.
you, the scaling on that handle
That's so
gives
cool.
you the best grip.
Oh, I bet. Because you
Okay.
got all that surface area. Yeah.
Sure.
It
That's
is
great.
I'll show you this one. The silver's interesting because obviously these are steel.
Yeah.
So whatever I engrave is just going to be silver.
Yeah.
So when I engrave silver on silver, it gives you this shadowed effect. So the customer didn't want it.
almost
We
like
did them a different
holographic.
one. But
Yeah.
you can kind of see the detail of what the
wow.
engravings do look like.
Oh, gee, wow.
That is cool.
Like I said, the cool thing about it, it's 100% customizable. If you have something you want, you send it to him.
That
he
is
renders
very
it and puts it
cool.
in.
Now, there's a YouTube channel that I follow and watch called Skilltree, and he did a coin etching that was really cool. And I don't remember what laser setup he used. And now this was just like hey, he had done. Have you ever seen Skilltree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Isn't Skilltree a learning service?
Huh?
He does YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Almost
Okay.
like YouTube shorts where it's
Yeah.
kind of almost
okay.
He'll give you bits of information
Yes.
where you can't. It's basically it gets you intrigued where you buy his.
Oh, you buy stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what he made was he made a coin. So he had done like some coin casting, right? He had built like a mold and done some like pewter casting or something like that on some cool like, hey, this is how you can make your own coins and stuff like that for like a role-playing game and stuff. And then he did an actual laser engraving, and he was showing, and it was from a company that basically was like, hey, here's the new laser we have out. We want you to use it for marketing purposes, obviously.
Right.
But what was wild was it actually engraved coloring on the coin.
Yeah.
Like, I was blown away.
It changes frequency. And
Right.
What it actually does is anneal the metal to make it turn different colors.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
a MOPA.
Okay.
That's a MOPA laser.
Okay.
A
See, they're-
MOPA laser.
And they're
Okay.
more expensive.
Yeah.
Obviously. This
Yeah.
Is this is a Racus,
Okay.
which is the cheaper one. But
Okay.
obviously, if I'm gonna bring this thing,
Right.
it's still expensive. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
If someone's gonna break in the back of a truck
I
on the
bet.
road, it's gonna be this.
Yeah, yeah.
But this guy goes from
0 to 50.
No, 50 to 100.
Okay. Okay.
That's it. My JPT goes from 1 to 8,000.
Oh, wow.
So it modulates
Wow.
so much.
Okay.
With that, there's a huge learning curve to it, of course.
Right. Right.
But yeah.
Now, does that frequency change both the depth and detail that you can get out of the laser, or what does that frequency
the
change?
frequency changes how the pulse is actually functioning as it hits.
Okay.
So what it does is it can change more the delicacy of your pulses.
Okay.
So it really helps when you're doing something like a slate or
Right.
even like a glass, where it's like, okay, I don't want to just smack that
Right.
thing I've got.
Right.
Whereas steel, set it to 10, eat it.
Yeah.
I want as much of it gone as possible. Like
Right.
stuff like this, I want the most engraved out as possible, so I'm engraving it less, because
Right.
the way we're usually getting it is
And stuff like this deer head right here.
Yeah.
This Cerakote that is on this is actually a laser reactive.
Oh, okay.
So changing the frequency on your laser, you're able to go in and change
Oh, wow.
it to where you can make this laser reactive Cerakote turn different colors.
Oh, okay.
Deer is not actually engraved into that firearm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a color shift
Yeah, it's a-
in the Cerakote.
because it's laser reactive.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
whereas like this is
That's
black
actually like
in.
cutting
That's
into the
cutting in.
actual body.
Yeah.
It's the same way with this. That's all engraved.
Wow.
But then he came back and filled it with
Yeah.
black Cerakote.
This
Okay.
right here, that's all laser reactive. That is a program that the laser ran. put it
Okay.
in- It color shifted the Cerakote.
That's cool.
For anyone actually watching our channel, we're not a gun shop, nor are we telling you what to do with your
There you
guns.
go. That's
we just think
awesome.
this is really cool.
Yeah, this is very cool.
It's just options.
Yeah, that's very cool.
We haven't run into the YouTube demonetization yet because we're not monetized.
That's
So
right.
I'm not that worried about it.
It's not bad. So their rules are, they lean a lot towards your safe use.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not, what's up guys? As long as you're not handling it,
Yeah.
it's almost never going to be a problem.
Okay.
Like a gun behind glass, a gun on a piece of paper, usually no one's bothered, unless you pair that with like
Right.
threatening
What
words
they
or
don't want
something.
to see is stuff like full auto, how to manipulate or change something.
Gotcha.
Something like
They
that.
Yeah.
do get worried with handling though. Like,
Yeah.
they don't know what that gun's aimed at because they can only see just me.
Right.
I could just be aiming at a 5-year-old baby, even though it looks it, right?
Wow. No, yeah.
I don't personally agree with the way that they handle that stuff. I don't think you should be demonetized for having a legal item that you obtained legally in a legal setting,
Right.
handling it responsibly.
Right.
But also, I don't run YouTube. If I did,
I wouldn't be here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, these are really, really cool. Now, what got you guys into doing like laser engraving and, I see you've got on your shirt, you got Valhalla Laser Co. and then you got Lieutenant Coatings, right?
Well, LT.
LT Coatings.
It's
Okay.
initials.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So tell me a little bit about both of those brands and kind of what you guys are doing with each.
Yeah, sure. So, Valhalla Laser Co. And LT, they were sort of started together.
Yeah.
It was all started because I had a gun custom done,
Okay.
and I really liked how it looked, and it cost quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But we were looking at how much would it cost to do this, and I'm talking bare bones.
Yeah.
Just a small sandblaster hooked up to a compressor we already owned.
Yeah.
A couple basic gloves, a little, air gun you buy online.
Uh-huh.
And it was just cheaper to buy all those things.
About
Yeah.
$50.
So
Yeah.
we were like, let's do it. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
So we went ahead, invested, because we're HVAC contractors.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We had a
Nice.
good year, so we were like,
There you go.
either
There you
spend it
go.
on this, or the government takes all of it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went ahead and reinvested it into that, and then it was one of those things where I'd never used laser at that point.
Okay.
So I was dialing it in, and to
Okay.
dial it in, I was just buying random crap, finding everything in our shop, our
Right.
silverware, knives, everything.
Okay.
Putting a laser to it.
Okay.
Lighters or,
We started doing stuff for our friends and saying, hey, what do you want? They started giving us, challenges, and we would run into,
don't challenge me.
Yeah, don't challenge me.
Yeah, because I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. There you go.
It kind of inspired us to do bigger and better things.
That's awesome.
Bigger and better lasers.
Okay.
It was kind of that snowball effect.
Okay. So where does LT Coatings come in? Is that
LT Coatings is the original company that was created for the firearm.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
Valhalla was birthed after the fact, and we separated those just because firearms can be polarizing, and to avoid triggering anyone or doing anything sensitive, we more or less separated them.
Right.
The only reason this is here today is we've received a huge amount of support for that side of the company.
Yeah.
And everyone has been very receptive to it. So I'm not going to offend anybody. I'll close that book for anybody.
Sure.
But everyone seemed very open to the idea.
Right.
So I was like, well,
I think it's people appreciate the art behind it.
Yeah.
It's not a scary.
It's not just here you go.
Right.
Like I said, we are an FFL, but we don't have a gun shop with here's a bunch of just mass-produced models and stuff like that we make.
Well, and it's different strokes for different folks, right?
Exactly.
So you guys have got some fun fan art stuff. You've got coasters, and you've got slim wallets and all kinds of really cool stuff. And then you got other specialties that you work with inside of the medium of laser etching and laser engraving and paint coating and doing stuff like that, right? So exactly.
Because it really did. It spiraled a lot. Because we bought this laser as this is going to do everything for the metal.
Yeah.
And then we were like, but it can't really knock wood out like we'd want.
Right.
So then we got this diode, and we're like, but it can't take out the acrylic like we need. So now we got the CO2, and then it doesn't move fast enough. So now we got the we got the galvo head.
Okay.
So now we got 9 lasers for every single occasion.
That's cool.
And it just, it's been fun to see because again, like I said, it started with just a little Amazon booth that it looked like a little blast chamber.
Start hitting it, you can't see it.
Screen with smoke.
Now
we got all the ovens, spray booths.
Nice.
We hit the proof of concept. It was kind of It almost turned into an addiction of can we?
Yeah.
It's fun. We screw with each other. Hey, can you? Give
That's
each other
cool.
challenges.
Because we can pull off.
That's awesome.
My degree is actually in arts of visual communication.
Okay.
And I became an HVAC worker. Started my apprenticeship through that. Worked because he's a master.
Okay.
And,
all right.
So I was doing my apprenticeship and everything, and I was like, man, I make good money. This is great. I really wasted my time for this degree.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we start doing this. I'm like,
it's coming back. It's coming back.
I did it. I knew this was going to happen. I planned.
This was what was supposed to happen the whole time. I got you on that.
So it kind of rolled around, but that's been great too because I already have a background in designing. And all of this stuff. So
that's cool.
When it comes to customers, hey, can you put this thing?
Right.
That. That's one of the designs there that I did. That's the only design actually that I've done. But all the same.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So if I was somebody so Josh and I, we're from Indianapolis, so about an hour and a half north or so. But if we wanted to support your guys' endeavors and your shop, where might we be able to find you outside of just PopCon?
So we actually do have a physical location.
Okay.
But you can ship in and we ship out.
Okay.
We do all of our custom orders. We have a storefront on our website, obviously, but it's hard to really have a storefront.
Sure.
Whenever you're doing custom
like
stuff.
I said, we sell these wallets, we sell these lighters, bottle openers, all these things, but I would much rather sell anything that you want engraved. Like ship me your notebook, ship me your wallet. I'll engrave your item, send it back to you.
So it's a lot of customization and things like that. That's cool.
There's no way for me to put on the website your grandpa's zippo. Custom engraved.
Exactly. So. That's cool. That's very cool. Now, is this the first convention, trade show style thing that you've gotten a chance to do?
This is the second.
Okay.
We did a gun show originally, and then we did one small, it was Louisville Anime Day.
Okay.
Which is literally it was 6 minutes from our shop.
Nice. All right.
Right next to it.
Just walk and carry everything there.
Nice. And so we were like, well, you got to do that.
Right.
That went really well.
That's awesome.
And then so we were like, well, that was really small, just single day convention, and the middle of absolutely nowhere in an industrial park. So we were like, anyone will. So we were like, this is supposed to be much bigger.
That's
We'll do
awesome.
that.
That's very cool. And then as far as like future events and opportunities to see you guys, do you have any plans for like other things that are going on that you're looking into yet?
For anime conventions?
Or whatever, yeah, or whatever.
So, as of right now, we're booked for the
National Gun Day.
National Gun Day.
National Gun Day, okay.
It's a big. Actually, that's here.
It is in this. It's in the
convention center.
Okay.
That's in September.
So we'll be back
Okay.
in September.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but that's a really big
huge gun show.
gun
That's
show.
awesome. Okay.
And so we'll do custom knives on site there, and then we actually will be selling some of the custom,
Okay. Nice.
like that reptile he showed you.
Yeah. That's cool.
I don't want to see it
cool.
leave. That's one of my favorite ones we did.
That's very cool.
We can do it again on anything.
All right, on anything.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's the beauty of all of this. I mean, if you have fill in the blank that you've got that you want something on,
Yeah, you
send
can
it
do
to
it.
us.
That's cool. That's very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking some time. We just wanted to stop by and check out some of the other unique vendors that we have over here. The guys from Valhalla Laser Company and LT Coatings. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we will check you later.